Hey peeps, and welcome to a completely different thing than what I normally upload. This is Solace Crafting, or maybe it's Solace Crafting. It's one of those two, but this is a game I recently discovered on Steam, and I went ahead and picked it up, and well, then 10 hours of my life disappeared. I got pretty invested in playing this, so I figure I might as well start a new character and kind of just make a video on it. I am going for something completely different than what I did on my kind of main account. On my main account, I'm going for like a pure wizard, and this I want to do kind of just pure melee. So I'll have two different styles. And as you, well, I actually don't know how to view the front of my character, but I made him an orc. I don't really like this color of green that I picked, but it was better than the skin-colored orc that I started with, so I don't know. Very silly. Also, I noticed that it's raining, but we can't actually hear the rain. This game is interesting, peeps, because it's made by a single person, and when you take that into consideration, what it has is pretty interesting. The main premise about this game is it being distance-based. You can see on the bottom left, you can see all my stats, and then you could also see a distance bar. Right now we're at 0.03 kilometers from the starting area, which is this purple thing, which is actually called a Solace. So we can access this, and it's actually pretty useful. We can use it as a storage, we can upgrade, we can deposit, and I believe we could also upgrade it. Yeah, we could also upgrade the Solace, which is interesting. And going back to the distance thing, this game is infinite. At least effectively. It's like Minecraft levels of infinite, I'm assuming. I don't think anyone's actually ever reached the end, but I know someone went out as far as either 1 million or 100 million kilometers. I think it was only 1 million, because 100 million would be actually insane. But yeah, that's really far. And hey, we got our first level. So you can actually see when you get a point, it says it up here. So we have an unspent logging point. So let's go into our skills, harvesting, logging, and now we can upgrade these. Before we do that, we actually need to go into masonry and make wood or stone tools. So let's go ahead, chow down on these pumpkins to get our stats up a little bit in terms of food and water, and then we could start trying to break down this rock. What I really like about this is that you can auto harvest. If you hit Control and F, your character just does it, which is so nice, and he'll keep doing it while you're menuing as well, which is just so nice. I'm gonna get the strong hit for that. And I started explaining it with the logging, but basically you press a button and it hits for a higher strength level than your current harvesting strength level. So you basically you get extra resources. And what's nice is that every single one is bound to the same hotkeys. So as long as you have it unlocked, you can use it, and it's very, very nice and convenient. At the beginning, I had like basically my entire hotbar just filled up with all of these, and it was very silly. So I'm very glad I figured out. It does tell you right here, but I don't know. I just didn't register in my brain that they all had the same hotkey. All right, was that enough for us to finally make? Yes. Okay, hatchet and pickaxe, and how many can we make? And the sickle. Okay, good. That's all what we need. And now equipping things is also very interesting because there's multiple tabs. We have our adventuring tab, so this will be armor, weapons, any trinkets, backpack, torch, and then we have harvesting, which brings us to our ability to equip these, which is so nice, though you don't need to actually put these on the hotbar. It is actually so nice that we don't have to do that. But now we have our tools, so we can go up to any little node, and then bam, and we'll automatically start using our tool. It's very nice. So now we can finally use our super chop. We're getting 2 per hit, and now boom, that's 5, and it still plays the animation normally, so you'll do like a 2 hits really quickly, which is very nice. All right, logging, and I think speed would be nice so we can chop a little faster. Okay, let's actually make the sledgehammer now. Thank you. There's no crafting times, which is very funny when it comes to smelting, because you know how in Ark you put something in a smelter, and even in something like Minecraft, it actually takes the time to smelt each individual one. But in this, as soon as you hit smelt, boom, entire stack done. It's so funny to see. All right, quarrying. There we go. And bam, we'll do strength with that one because why not? All right, so now to start making stations, we're going to need to make some iron, or at least find some iron. And I've already found some right here. Perfect. And we already have our pickaxe, so we can go ahead and quickly start chopping away, or I guess picking away at this. Well, bam. And oh, I haven't unlocked the, I guess that makes sense that I haven't unlocked the super hit for mining, considering this is our first iron ore node that we've even found. It's so interesting having to actually spend time at these nodes now. In my main save, I've upgraded, I'm level 10, and I've upgraded my tools enough to the point where I'm 3-shotting these nodes. But speaking of nodes, I see a stalk over here, which I really want to get, because these can drop globes of water. Don't ask me how you can get that from just a plant, but they have water balls, I guess, and those are super nice because you can just drink those real quick for 15% fill of your water bar. Reaping, super reaping, and chua. Hey, yep, we're getting globes of water, so I'm just gonna drink all 3, and there we go. Our water is almost full again. We're also getting these essences, which are really interesting. You can use these to make certain craftables. Like, I know with the essence of a beast, you can use that to combine with the leather working station to have an infinite source of tannin, which is used to actually convert leather into, or I guess, excuse me, convert hide into leather. Why did I stop chopping that here? Keep chopping, and oh, it's gone. But there we go, 2 points into reaping. And yeah, I guess now we're actually ready to start building. Oh yeah, and what's nice is if you hit 0, that instantly teleports you back to whatever Solace you have designated as your home. So didn't really need to do it there, especially with the load time. It probably would have just been faster to run over normally. But I don't know, I just wanted to show it off. All right, masonry and facilities. Oh no, excuse me, that's furniture. Facilities, wait, hold on, what is a grindstone? Oh, it's decorative, or is it an actual thing? I've never actually seen that. All right, but first, we can now make the campfire and forge. So there we go. And as you can see, our masonry leveled up there. So if we go into crafting, masonry, we can now use the masonry to unlock some of these scanners, which are really nice. These scan for rarer of the you know, I guess if the beast one scans for rare animals. Just read the description. I don't know why I'm explaining it so thoroughly. Also tripping over my words, kind of embarrassing. Oh my gosh, yeah, this thing is actually massive, but thankfully the game gives you a little platform that you can just build them on, because it's like Ark, you can't build stuff if it's not on a platform with most things. So boop and boop. Now we can quickly start smelting all of this iron, and there we go. And here's what I mean, peeps. We have 65 ore, and boop, now we have 65 ingots. It's so fun. I like it a lot. All right, woodworking, facilities. Now we can actually start getting into things. And by things, I mean the sawing station, because we need the sawing station to turn our timber, which is just the raw wood resource, into actual wooden lumber, so planks, and we actually need a little bit more. Thankfully there's a tree right here for us to chop down. Thank you very much, and that should be good for now. And we'll just pop that in. Boop. Now we have 23 of that. And now that we have that made, we can get into basically the rest of the crafting station. So we get the woodworking station, which I definitely want. I don't think we need, actually we do need the tailoring station, but for that we need the woodworking station, which is, well, it's a good thing I just made the woodworking station. So it's very simple. If you just read the description of things, it tells you what you need to craft things. I like it a lot, and the game has a really good tutorial. It's super in-depth. I was super lost at first until I actually started following the tutorial, and I actually started understanding what I was supposed to do. So I highly recommend actually doing the tutorial if you pick up this game. Oh, hey. Oh, yeah, look at this. So here is one of these resource nodes, and you can see it's covered by this green kind of particle effect, and that means this is an uncommon resource. So if we harvest this, it's going to have a higher toughness quality, so it actually might be best to not harvest this now. But as you can see, we're getting green stalks now, and that's because these are uncommon. So I should also explain how this works. So this basically means tier 0, and then of course uncommon stock, and with just normal stuff it won't say anything except for tier 0. So getting uncommon stuff pretty early on is actually really nice. We have another reaping point. There we go. And what you can do with uncommon stuff is you basically use it to make, I guess, a more rarity of an item. So if I process these stalks into, I guess, rope or whatever it is, I don't remember right now, and I made a shirt out of that, I could make an uncommon shirt, and it'll obviously better, or rather be better than the same shirt made out of common threads from a stalk. And then you could add on tiers with that, which is this whole other thing. I think you find higher tiered stuff every 5 kilometers out you go, and that since the game is infinite, I'm pretty sure that's also infinite, which is kind of crazy. Oh my gosh, yeah, this is taking forever to harvest. All right, I'm gonna come back to that once we, there's something other uncommon over there. Oh, we really gotta upgrade our tools so we can actually harvest these uncommon things without it taking us 7 billion years. It's also turning night. Thankfully, the only thing night really affects is your vision, and you can make a torch. I forget how we make that torch though. Here we go, 1 torch, boop. And then the torch is really nice because you can just equip it, equip it onto your torch slot, and then you just turn it on, and then you just emit light. You don't hold the torch or anything. Maybe that'll be added in the future. Like I said, solo developer. I don't think holding a torch is the priority right now. But while we're here, we might as well start crafting our things. I think it's about time we get some clothes, so let's get the tailoring station and retting vat, which we will need, and that has upgraded our woodworking skills, so here we can upgrade and make more things. Not in the case of woodworking, but in masonry, it lets you make things, and smithing, it lets you make armor, stuff like that. I'm gonna go ahead and maybe make our shields better, and well, I don't really plan on using ranged or magic damage, and I don't even know how to get an enchanted torch, so I'm just going to go ahead and put 2 of these points into the woodworking armor, and eventually as we put more points into this tier, we unlock this tier, and this tier, and this tier, and so on. So let's go ahead and place our new stations, tailoring station, and a retting vat. We need this. So yeah, this is what I was talking about, peeps. We have the essence of water. We could combine this with 10 globes of water to basically make an infinite source of water, if I'm remembering correctly, which I might not be. Either way, we don't have 10, so I'm just gonna put those in there, and then we can, I think we have to actually do this one at a time, but yeah, now we have thread, and we can do this to make, boom, uncommon threads. Very nice. And now that we have that, I believe we can go in here to, never mind, maybe? Oh, no, wait, no, we don't actually do it in the tailoring station. We just need to be near it. So let's go to tailoring, armor, and there we go. We unlock the ability to make simple clothes. Of course, I forgot we need just normal stocks to make the very beginning tier. Oops. At least we can make some underwear, which will actually help us with insulation. So there we go. And that'll give us 1 temperature tolerance, and that's what this top green bar here is. It's the temperature. In the overworld, you're typically fine. I haven't seen any normal overworld places where you're not okay temperature wise, but a lot of the dungeons do have a small temperature difference, so having the underwear is actually useful for not freezing to death. Also, lemons. Ooh, only 3 fullness. Not great, but these are probably used in alchemy stuff. You do need to cultivate and grow plants in this if you do want to use the alchemy stuff. So growing potions, or I guess brewing potions, you don't grow a potion. At least not that I'm aware of. But yes, it being night is just a tad bit unfortunate because we need stalks to make clothes, but I can't really see all that well. We do have our torch, but it doesn't super help for seeing stocks, so I think we're gonna stay, and I think I want to start getting into iron. So let's get into smithing facilities. Here we go. We got the smithing station. We had just enough stuff to make that, which is very nice. Boop boop, little anvil. I like to place that right there. I like to keep all my smithing stations and just crafting benches near each other so I could just stand in the middle and craft whatever I need. So if we go here and then we go into tools and weapons, now we can actually start getting into iron equipment, which is super nice. So I want probably a pickaxe to mine more iron with. I want the sickle to mine that. No. All right, we need more iron. It's a good thing I made that iron pick first then. All right, goodbye old iron, or not iron, stone. They have the same sprite texture. I hope these change eventually. I think the only one that's different right now is the sickle. You can see the stone sickle is very jagged. Once we finally upgrade to the iron one, it'll be a lot more actually refined and sickle-like. So let's go ahead and drop this. And now with an iron pickaxe, we can go and hopefully effectively mine better. Though now we actually have to go out and try and find an iron node. Morning is here, so it's a little bit easier to see, so I was able to get 100 and oh nice, now we have a perfect 130, so now we can hopefully make the rest of our iron stuff. Hatchet, sickle, skinning knife, and sledgehammer. We don't need to worry about the watering can or the hoe. That's for gardening stuff, and I don't really plan on doing it now, so we don't really have to waste our tools. And by tools, I mean our iron making those. So let's go ahead and drop all of these stone things. There we go. And boom, boom, and boom, as well as our axe. There we go. We're now fully equipped, peeps. And actually, while we're here, we might as well make our first proper weapon. So let's go to weapons, and what should we use? Oh, this is actually a good point, peeps. What do I want to spec into for this build? Do I want to be one-handed and holding a shield, or do I want to go full damage and use a two-handed claymore? Ooh, I don't know. Oh wow, the claymore is 20 more damage than any of these small weapons here. I'm thinking claymore early on, and that'll actually level up our smithing, which is super nice, because with smithing leveled up, we can actually start to make heavy armor, which of course I am going to want. Oh wow, we have a lot of smithing points. All right, there we go, there we go. And oh wow, one more and we can get a full set of iron armor going. So I think we're gonna do that. So the way you obviously level up your skills is by doing them. It's like Skyrim. So I guess we don't need to just burn making random things. We can actually make the armor we just unlocked, and I hope we have all the stuff we need for this. So yeah, right here you can see you can make it a higher level, you can make it a higher tier, or you can make it a higher rarity. Right now, I can only make it common because I've only invested 1 point into the iron jacket. And how the leveling works is that you can only wear up to your level. So if you made a level 4 jacket, but you're level 3, you have to wait till you get to level 4 to actually wear that jacket. So let's go ahead, craft, and craft. Nice, we had enough iron for all of the basic stuff. So let's go to adventuring and quickly pop all of this on. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, heck yeah. Oh, we look awesome. Oh, wow. I should have dyed it. It looks very weird just being black. You can see in the crafting, we have an option to actually re-dye things. And we actually do have a helmet on. I've just enabled the setting that hides the helmet so you can actually see your character's head. I like doing that just, you know, to obviously see our character's head. But now that we have iron stuff and armor. Oh, wait, did I even? Yeah, here's our sword. There we go. Oh yeah, we're looking great now, peeps. Let's go ahead and kill a cow, because why not? All right, hello, Mr. Cow. I'm gonna go ahead and use our ability on our 1 key hotbar. Oof. Oh wow, that absolutely murdered him. All right, what even is that? If we go into our skills, adventuring squire, that is just a quick melee strike. And our second one is a thrust. Opens a wound in your target, dealing damage over time. Interesting. I don't think we need that for the cows here. But, oh gosh, we actually haven't harvested anything, so I don't have a super harvest yet. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and get some hide. Hey, Essence of Beast. Very nice. Oh, there we go. Leveled up the skinning. As you can see, we're only getting hide from skinning right now, but at the very end, like the last thing you'll get from the corpse is actually the meat, or also any other bonus things that come from the corpse. Like if you're harvesting a rhinoceros, you'll get the rhinoceros horde at the end. Yeah, there we go. We got 5 cooked meat, and same thing with the furnace. You could just pop in cooked meat along with a little bit of wood, boop, into the campfire here to instantly cook up all of your meat. And there we go. We now have 5 cooked meat to eat with, so that pretty much solves our food and water problem. And you can customize the stack sizes. I have them set to 500 just because I like having a lot of things to carry. Oh, wow, this is really cool. Oh, wow. How did I not even realize there was this giant mountain here? That's amazing. All right, let's run around and actually try and harvest up those uncommon resources that we found. Oh, yeah, we also need to make our boots. Let me go ahead and into crafting, smithing, and oh, we have 1 point. Perfect. All right, now we can make our boots when we get back to base and actually be fully equipped. There we go. Oh wow, this does not look great. Yeah, we made our boots, and I went ahead and re-dyed our armor, and it's purple and cyan do not work well on plate armor. Looks much better on the mage gear. Oh gosh. All right, well, I don't feel like making more of those, so we're just gonna rock it for now, just being just a green orc with purple and cyan armor. Oh, this is not ideal. Maybe we won't have to fight enemies because they'll just run away from us by how just completely ugly we are. All right, but now I wanna go find those uncommon resources. Unfortunately, it is daytime now, so they're not as easy to see. Oh, here we go. Oh snap! Uncommon iron. We can immediately make some uncommon gear right off the bat. That's actually pretty awesome. And here's that stock from earlier. Yes. Give me all of the things. Oh yeah, that's so much better. Actually, it's not that much better if I'm gonna be honest. All right, did I not upgrade this? Nope, it's definitely iron. Okay, I guess it just being a toughness of 3 will do that. So heck, but I'm not gonna say no to. Oh, well, there we go. It's all gone now. All right, I think that was all of the uncommons in the area. Maybe. I got no idea, but let's go back and actually upgrade our tools to uncommon because we got just shy of 50 nodes. So now we have 49 uncommon ore, and we could make a better weapon or a better armor set. And actually, the smarter thing to do is probably to wait until we get some levels so we can actually make some stronger gear in terms of level as well. But for right now, I just want to go ahead and make higher rarity tools just to do it. So you can see we have strength 1 and speed 2 and enchanting sockets 1. Every time you go up, you get a boost to the main attribute as well as the enchanting sockets. And enchanting is a little bit later, but it's actually not that much later. It's actually very easy to get into, which is really nice about this game. A lot of stuff is just pretty easy to get into. So let's go ahead and make this pickaxe, axe, and sledgehammer. Those are the main ones. And we still have 25, so we might as well try to make all of it. Sickle and skinning knife. Sweet. So we made all of it. Unfortunately, our inventory is full, so we just dropped the stuff on the ground. I need to make a storage box. And there we go. Uncommon pickaxe and just a full set of uncommon tools right off the bat. That is actually pretty huge. As you can see, yeah, we're getting 7 and 6 per harvest. That's amazing. Wow, yeah, you could just see right there how quickly we cleared that entire stone. Heck yeah, getting that uncommon resource right off the bat is so actually nice. Alrighty, I'd say now we're pretty well equipped. We have a full set of really good tools. We have ourselves a claymore, which does a solid amount of damage, and a full set of iron armor. Now, the game really opens up here. You can start exploring. You can start, well, just really doing whatever you want. You can go in any direction. As long as you're moving away from spawn, you're making progress. And as you can see, there's a desert over here, and it looks like this is obviously a mountain biome over here, and who knows what's over there. And you can go ahead and use the map to help you check. So if I zoom out, there's a lot. I don't know how big this map displays, but you could just move it around and you could see it. It just goes on. You want to make sure not to lose yourself though, but as you can see around us, there's a lot of different things. There's these little pillars. I'm not sure exactly what they are, if they're anything super special, but if we go to one, actually, I guess we could technically start running in this direction now to try and make it to one. It's a little obelisk and it has rock dudes guarding it, and if you kill the rock dudes, you can access the obelisk, and usually there's some resources in there, and the further out you go, I imagine, you know, the better stuff that's actually in the obelisks. Oh, here it is. Yeah, so, oh, there's actually 2 of them here, and this is a normal enemy rock guy, so let's go ahead and try to fight him. Boom. It's not turn-based. I probably should have actually, oh, wow, we have a long cooldown on our stuff. Luckily, I think we definitely outrun them, so we can go boom, boom, and there we go. We hit him with damage over time, but I'm not sure how well that works on a stone enemy. You can see we're using up energy at the bottom, so boom. There we go. And actually, we were doing damage over time to him. That's very nice. You can see our damage indicator, or how much damage we do, appears here, and how much damage enemies do to us appear here in floating text. And if I go to combat, we can actually see exactly how much we were doing. So yeah, we were definitely hitting him for damage over time. Very nice. All right, let's go ahead and try and take one of these little monoliths. I'd like to only get one of these groups involved. All right, boom. And there we go. Let's back off, hit this big one with the impale. There we go. That should do a decent amount of damage. That does 30 to him, and then also continues to hit for about 4.5, it looks like. All right. Well, boom. Oh, gosh. All right, there we go. And now we have this tiny one. I feel like it definitely would have been a better idea to make a one-handed weapon because the attack cooldown, you can see at the bottom left, we do have a cooldown. And yeah, they're called monoliths. All right, nice. So we got a gem. These are used for enchanting. Yellow topaz, a raw yellow gem, most commonly used in intelligence enchants. So it's a pretty simple system. You combine that with the other enchanting thing, and with those, you can basically give yourself slight improvements. Like right now in my mage character, I have an uncommon wand, and I don't remember what... Oh, it's topaz. So I basically have 2 enchanted pieces of topaz that increase my intelligence slightly being in the wand, which increases my damage. Hey, we got another piece of topaz. Nice. Not exactly useful for a warrior, but we might as well keep it because why not? Hoarding is always nice in these games, and it's getting nighttime again. So let's go ahead and head on home. There's a lot of other stuff we could be exploring on the map. We got, well, this is obviously us, but there's a water cave, there's a goblin dungeon, a vertical dungeon, as well as some abandoned towers that we could visit. There's a lot of stuff to do. I've actually never seen what a goblin ruin is, or a goblin dungeon rather, so that's actually kind of exciting. Brand new content. As the day ends, we return home, and I guess that's basically all I wanted to go over in this little intro video here. Oh, actually, there are a few more mechanics. If you can either hit B or go into the building tab, but that'll bring up this building menu, and it looks very complicated, and it's just really not. You just hit select new, and you can either select a existing structure or just start one by just clicking anywhere, and then you could do that. And it'll ask you what you want to make it out of. So I have stone, so I'll make it out of stone. And as you can see, that placed a little foundation, and this looks complicated, but it's actually, I like this more than Ark's building, to be honest. So you can use the keys, or I'm guessing joystick, if you're playing this on a controller, if this even is controller available. And then you could also hit Q and E to raise it up, and then Z and X to rotate. And as you can see, everything is displayed on the screen. If you don't like using the keys, you could always just use these as well. And the main thing you just got to learn is the selection here. So there's 6 different things you can pick from. The center would be just anything that would be in the center, which would be stuff like steps. You got posts, and it gives you a little outline of what they would look like. So if you're like, I want to know what these steps look like, so there you go. You can do that. You could rotate them. It's very nice. And then you have floors, and that's basically all the floors. And then you have the south, west, east, and north, which are just walls and windows and doorways and all that. And it's actually super nice to build. I built a really neat looking house on my main save, and it was super easy to do it with. It was really nice. I really enjoy the building in this game. And the 2 other things that I haven't and won't be going into are the town aspect and the terraforming aspect. I don't really know what these do or how to work them. I haven't experimented with them at all, and I don't really want to in this video. Maybe we will in a future video if you peeps want to see me play more of this game, which I would be so down to. We could keep this melee character going. Maybe even spec into a bit of the... where is it? Yeah, a bit of the disciple stuff to get some like holy magic with us and healing and stuff. It could be really cool. Maybe turn him into a paladin type of character. That would be really nice. But yeah, there's so much to do in this game. Like I said, I've played for 12 hours in total right now, and I'm loving it. I highly recommend picking up this game. It's not that expensive, if I remember correctly. I'm sorry, I don't remember the exact price. I got it a little bit ago, and I finally started trying it. I know the graphical style is going to be a kind of massive turn away for you guys, but the effects aren't bad. Like, that's decent fire. The magic looks pretty good. I like combat. It's very, you have to be kind of smart. You're typically faster than your enemies, so you can do what I was kind of doing against those rock guys, doing hit and runs. With magic, it's really nice because you can snipe people with your spells. And like, if they're in render, chances are you can hit them. Unless your render is set to something incredibly high, but it's really nice. So when I'm out in the open with my mage, I'm basically unkillable because nothing can even touch me, but I struggle in the dungeons because it's close rooms, so I'm imagining it'll be the opposite for a pure melee character like this. But yes, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye!